Gatekeeper, as you know, is actually approaching its 2 million ride already. And we just put it up in May. Can anyone believe that? Just opened in May and we're almost reaching that 2 million mark. So very, very exciting. It's been a successful, obviously successful year for us, successful year for Gatekeeper. This was the coaster year, of course, but we have so many people who come here who may not ride coasters, and a lot of families, and we always think about that as well. Whenever we think of adding new attractions, that's always at the forefront of our mind, is how can we make sure we have not only award-winning, record-breaking coasters, but also just a variety of unique rides that everyone can enjoy. And that's what we're really excited to announce for 2014. So we'll actually be bringing 2 new rides to the park. If everyone can just close your eyes for a minute and imagine these rides here. You're going to be right in the area where you're standing. There's not much to see right now, so you have to use your imagination. You guys are good at that, right? Now, where we're standing in this area, we will have a 300-foot track that will make up what's known as a disco coaster. And that doesn't mean you have to get your 70s, you know, doesn't mean it's gonna be like Saturday Night Fever disco. This is a style of coaster, and it's going to be here called Pipe Scream. Now, who's been to Kings Island? Who's been on Surf Dog? Exactly.
Avatar Airbender.
Yeah, if you've been on Surf Dog, you've been on a ride that's very, very similar to Pipe Scream. Yes, you're right. So you're already getting a good picture of what this ride will look like. Think of a giant skateboard that you are strapped into, and you're just cruising along up and down these hills. Top speeds of more than 40 miles an hour. So it's a nice, fast ride, but it's a ride that the whole family can enjoy together, which we think is the best part of it. So the color scheme we think will be very similar to a beach style. You know, you'll have your blues and your sand colors. It will look very similar to the artist renderings that we've shared online. And if anyone has not seen those, check them out at cedarpoint.com. We do have a rendering, and again, that's just an image. Things could still change, color schemes could change, but that's a really good idea of what the design will look like. So that will take place right in this area. We will be taking out these 2 flat rides that are behind you. We have Space Age and Rock Spin and Turn. Now, we have these rides in other locations in the park already. So there are very similar rides to this in Planet Snoopy and in Camp Snoopy as well. So, and Kitty Kingdom, you're right. So we have actually several of these styles of rides already in the park. So we will be taking these out. Again, Pipe Scream will make its way up this way, be on this side of the Gemini Midway. And if you look just across the way, you'll be able to experience a classic amusement park ride. Does anybody know? Who knows what it's called?
Lake Erie Flying Eagles. Yeah.
Lake Erie Eagles. Yes, it's a flying scooters ride.
Woo!
Yeah. And it's one of those rides that everybody probably has experienced at some point. You know, they've been around since the 1930s. They have a really nice and rich history in the amusement park industry. And just about every park but us has one, or it seems like that. So we thought, you know, it's time to introduce a new generation to this classic ride that everybody loves. Put the kids in the control seat, let them be able to control the feel of their ride. They can choose to go a little bit higher, they can choose to dip down. So that's what's great about this ride, is just about everyone can ride it. You could ride it with your kids or grandkids together, and it will look unique right here. It will fit into the scheme very, very well. So we have that going over here. We are going to lose the frog hopper, but not for good. the Frog Hopper's just going to get scooted back into Camp Snoopy, and we'll rename it Woodstock's Air Mill. So we're just re-theming a few things back here. Junior Gemini, if anyone heard, who heard the Junior Gemini's leaving? Check your information, because it's not. We're keeping them around. Don't worry if anybody was panicking about that. Junior Gemini will stay here, and it will just be re-themed. It'll be called Wilderness Run. So, you know, look for some new paint, some new color, you know, maybe a new color scheme. All of that still has yet to be determined, but it's here to stay. It's a ride that a lot of people love. It's the first roller coaster for many, many kids and future Ace and Gawk and coaster crew members, by the way. So this is kind of the training ground for all of that, and it takes place right behind us. Woo! So we're just very, very excited that we'll be focusing on families next year with the addition of these two new rides, the re-theming of Camp Snoopy, and of course we'll be beginning a 2-year renovation project at Hotel Breakers. So another way that we're paying tribute to Cedar Point's history, but keeping up for the future, keeping up with changes, making sure that those folks who come to see us stay for the weekend, make sure that they have a really nice place to stay that looks beautiful from the inside and out. We'll focus on the exterior renovations next year, and then the following year we'll start into the indoor renovations, which will include a new lobby area or a redesigned lobby area. They'll be redesigning many of the rooms and creating more suites. So lots of good things happening for Hotel Breakers as well. And at this time, I will just open it up to questions, and then you guys can roam and see what there is to see.
Have you decided what the restaurant is going to be that's going to be near the end of the...
We have not. No.
Okay. Is it a restaurant, do you know? Or it looks like one in the... Okay.
That is part of the... You'll notice that in the rendering. That is part of the plans. But they have not announced anything more for that one, so stay tuned.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I noticed in the drawings of the area that the bumper boats weren't there. Those will be removed too?
Those will be removed as well. Bumper boats will be removed as well.
Okay, and the only one... So, and are those two and the bumper boats going to be scrapped?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay.
So our renovation project here will start basically as soon as the park closes. Once we kick everybody out for the season, we'll start tearing up this area. The demolition work will begin as soon as possible because we want to get the foundation ready and set before December, before January. So by the first of the year, we hope to have the foundation work, the groundwork laid for these two new rides. And then assembling them is actually, compared to Gatekeeper, our construction guys are going, whew.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier. Think of it as just putting together an erector set on a much bigger scale, but compared to Gatekeeper, significantally smaller.
And Gatekeeper didn't go up very slow either.
Yeah, they actually moved on that very quickly. They had that up by March. They finished that ahead of schedule. So they'll be, no doubt, finished with these. They should probably have them up and operational by mid-March, you know.